Bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Let's go. Tuesday, my favorite day to trade. There's good volatility in the market. Whether it's short or long, I think we can pick up some gains here. Let's see if we can find a way to win on the live. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you all for being awesome, amazing, and just attentive warriors of the light. Let's go. Let's break it down. Shout out to my peoples, man. It feels good to be back in the seat. It feels good to be back in the captain's chair here, ready to rock out. Shout out to everyone. Let's put the lemon into the water. Let's decalcify that pineal gland. Get ourselves on another level. Oh, no. I hate when I drop the lemon in there. They say there's like, oh, God. I don't know. It is what it is. If I get sick, I get sick. It's already on my hands. We got to wash the lemons more, I think. Got to really, like, I'm going to get, I have a fruit sanitizer. Anyway, shout out to everybody here on the live. Got a lot of headroom. Hope we're doing well. And hope everything's looking well. Let me know in the chat. Audio is out of sync, Sam. Let's take a look here. Why is that? Okay, let's do a 200. Tell me what you think now, Jamie. How we now? How we now? We should be good to go. If I set a 200 offset, let me know. I'm watching your DM there immediately, so we can run this show on, baby. Let me know. Are you out there? Are you out there? Okay. No, still out of sync. Really? So I changed the camera to a different frame rate, and it's out of sync now. Interesting. Let me see here. Device default. Deactivate not showing. How much out of sync is it though? No sync. It's fine. Sync the other way. I can't sync the other way, I don't think. You know. Negative 200. How's that? Am I on now? Delay. The audio is behind. It's so bad out of sync. Ha ha ha. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I just changed the camera. I didn't realize. Yeah, at least you're not lagging. In sync. Clap again, please. Still delay. Clap. Closer. It sounds fine, but it looks like a movie with a dub word. Better. Still delayed. Ah, gosh. Dang it. I could have teams to test this. Slightly better. All right. Sync offset. How bad is the sync? I gotta have to record it and see it. Getting better. Yes. Come on, Bobby. Delay sound is after the video. Yeah, everyone always says that. Sync offset. I mean, this is gonna be way off, right? If I do 1,000, how is it now? What is 1,000 now? Clapping it as is a good test. You sound to look great, Sammy T. Is still spot on. Yeah. Audio is faster than the video. Yes, off. We can handle it. Delay. Worst. Okay, how about 100? Thank you, sweetheart. I love you. Camera is secondhand. Charts, please. Yeah, stay safe with the hurricane, Sammy. Yeah. Better. The king is live. Man. I did something to my camera and totally forgot it might have changed something with the audio, right? Monitor off, sync offset. Okay, so I can sync offset on the camera too, though. No. I got it. I think I got it. Watch this. I think this is gonna do us. Check this out. What do you think of this? What do you think of this? All right. Anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll get back to it. Dang, so sorry as the stream doesn't pump. No. Same. No. Oh my God. Yeah, we figured out the camera problem, got an audio off sync. Let's try 500 on the audio. How's that? I'm happy to be here, just soaking it up. We're going to get there. Look, let's get there as a team. Watch this, and we'll figure it out. If sync 500 is offset, where are we at right now? Am I before or after? Right? So plus means before or after. It's totally fine. Sound is delayed, right? So if the sound is delayed, all right. So now let's go. All right. Now we do that. Technically, the sound should be in front now, right? Right? All right. So one time we were sound delayed. Now we're sound delayed hardcore. Almost a lot better. Better, no. Yeah, sound still behind. Right? Put it like negative 800. All right, let's do 800. We can do this as a team, and then we're going to be done in 1 second. And then the stream can do well, right? Okay. Put it higher. All right, super close. It's close enough, though. Way better. Done. Good, yes, perfect. On the boom. Much better. It's good, okay now. Perfect, nailed it. It's good, very perfect. Good. It's done. Take profit. Almost perfect. Perfect. It's good for the it's funny, man. Off by a millisecond. People are saying it's perfect, absolutely perfect. You think this is absolutely perfect? Even when I talk really fast, you can see that the sync is up to speed. I'll work on it. Someone's saying 850, right? There we go. I think we've got it. I think we've got it. Bang, bang, bang. What do you think there? Oh, they don't know, my man. Great. A little bit behind, somebody said. All right. Someone could be messing with me at this point. It's not perfect. It's very close. Are we perfect now, though? Are we almost there? So would it be... I'm trying to figure out which way it is, though. All right. So remember 850. Let's go to 1200. Is 1200... of 950 is the height? So you can't go any lower than 950. Now I feel like almost perfect. No. Yes. All right. Did we lose it? Jamie, I'm watching you because they're trolling me at this point. All right. They're trolling me at this point. Jamie. I guess I can't go any lower, so then I have to figure out the audio at this point. Close but no cigar, you're funny, right? Yeah. All right, fine. But it's not perfect though. It's off by a little bit. Ah, man. That gets me going. I don't like that. All right. I was just messing with you guys. Okay. All right. Close enough is not good enough, though. Like, so now once you offset that, you can offset the camera by a sync. So then we should go maybe up, I think, another 100 on the camera. And I think then we should be perfect. I'm a perfectionist, man. You're dealing with I know you saw the hand, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I couldn't stop. And my finger was twitching. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I know I do have OCT. How do you think I would be able to trade like that? He said way off now. I don't even know. I'm only listening to a moderator. Is there a moderator here? Is there a moderator out here? Only listening to a moderator. Sean, where are you? Sean? They're messing with you. It's a little worse now. Sean, better before. So if it's better before, then we should go back. Then this should be a negative 100. Agreed? So now we should be perfect. Like, how could this not be it? Right? Oh, master friend. All right. You're good now. It's good enough for now. It would drive me nuts if I was you. No, like, you can barely tell. A little bit more. Don't listen to anyone. I'm here with you. Okay, so what next? What next? Let's figure this out, me and you, bro, and then I'm done. And then I'm not going to do it again. Right? Because this is good for me to do live, because I might do it at home and it still might not be perfect. Master friend, I'm listening to you. I finally see your DMs, man. Yo, right when I'm about to see someone, they don't answer. It's like, dang. Like, I need to hear it. I got the dope analysis waiting for you. I got a couple coins to talk about. We got a big show to do. We got a lot to cover. I know. Damn it, right. Yeah, word up. You're a little tiny behind. Change it back to plus 100 on the camera. Bang, bang, bang. I still might be behind, though. I think I might have to go backwards to, like, negative. All right? Talk with me, baby. Talk with me. In 2 more minutes, and then I'm done. All right? By 10:25, 10:26, I'll move on. I promise. Clap like you're proud of everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in, everybody. Okay. I'll do negative 250 just to see. Hey, baby, can we get a sync? We're going to have to work on this sync until it's figured out. Until we get there. All right. And then at this point, I'll just put it back to 0, move on. Everyone said it was good enough, but yeah. No, bro, plus 250. Really? All right, here's 250. There's 250 on the sync. On the sync key. But if 200 was worse, you know what I mean? I'm not reading the chat, so you guys can say all you want and try to troll me. I got my best friend right here showing me what's up. And then we're done, man. This is it. This has to be it. He's like staring at it, probably analyzing it. It's not perfect though, right? It's still off. We're still not where we need to be for some reason. Agreed? Yeah. See, I think that's what I was thinking. It was, if we have to keep going negative and we had to stop at one point, I figured we had to go positive on the camera. That's what I figured by mathematical assumption. You know what I mean? But let's do 500 and see if we can hang there. All right. All right, bang, bang, bang. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yeah. And so if 500 is no, we'll go back to 4 and then we'll call it a day. Master friend's typing. But did we get it to flip the other way? Am I now like, you know what I mean? Did we flip it the other way? Like, because we were delayed now. Did we get the video? You know what I mean? I just want to make sure we're actually getting on either side of the scale. Or have we always been on the same side of the scale with the audio delay? Or do we eventually go back the other way? Back up again. You know what I mean? Okay, we did. So 400 should be good to go. Right? What do you think? 375? You know what I mean? If we can. All right. All right, cool. All right. Bang, bang, bang. It's off again. He says audio's still a bit late. So Master Friend says it's perfect, but you guys say it's late. Oh my gosh. I don't know if we ever got on the other side of the scale. That's the thing. I'll be sitting here all day doing this at the end of the day. All right. All right, I gotta listen to Jamie. So Jamie, what was our best setting when we left the camera alone? I gotta move on. Jamie, all right, my last, Jamie, I started with Master Friend. I thought we had it. It seems like something's off sync with him too, maybe possibly. So that could be affected. I don't know. I'm gonna trust Jamie. Exactly what Jamie says. I don't know what the numbers were. Well, right now you say we're off. Just go with where we're off right now. All right. Yeah. But it's still late audio. Interesting. Whenever it was late audio, I would just put 200 offset on the mic and we'd be good to go. But everyone's saying that's not happening. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Audio close enough, Lifer. Thank you, man. All right, let's get back into the charts, man, and break it down. Forgive me for that, but Reef looking like it's in a tight channel. If Bitcoin breaks down, it will dump. But, you know, it's been promising recently. I don't have any money in Reef, so there you go. Bitcoin losing the 200 MA. I didn't have faith. You know, the bigger time frames didn't look good. I opened up a long on the 15-minute, just trying to scalp. We were actually in the money on the long. Likely got stopped out because I always put my stop like somewhere near that 200 MA. But I risked like $100 for 400 like I do, so it was nothing. Leave camera alone and sync. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. But it didn't look like we could go any further than we were. That was the one problem. And so I was like, oh no, you know. That's what I was seeing. So, yeah. Camera 0 was the best. All right, well, back to 0. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Your chart lag at 15 minutes. No, it's not. You're bugging. All right, so, you know, let's just go do our top-down analysis and start fresh like I always do. It's crazy how, like, you never know how the show can go, right? Your whole life could change in a day. Funny, yesterday had the issue with the frame rate, you know. And again, when you do this every single day, you're going to work through kinks. Like, everyone else does, like, 3 streams a week, and they have all this time to figure it out. Camera 0, mic -50. That's what I have right now. Yeah. Yeah. Close below the 30-minute 200. Leave camera alone. And sync to, I see you can't go to 11-100. That's the thing. Yeah. I promise you scrambled the stream like the Spice channel and we all still be watching, right? Hey, Sam, just wanted to let you know if there's a sure audio delay, you can always please look at Fractal Bitcoin. Thank you. We appreciate that, Light Music. Yeah. We love you, Sam, with or without lags. There's no lag when there's an audio delay, number one. That's just 2 cameras and audio being offset. That's not an audio. That's not a lag. A lag is when you have drop frames. I just want to make the difference because today, thank the Lord, so far, all right, and I can show you a report. We have 0 drop frames right now. Everything coming in well, all right. Kilobits a second are streaming well, so it was best when you were at 950, couldn't even tell. Yeah. That's where I stayed at. But who knows now what's happening, you know? And if we change it during the stream, it might actually also play in. I don't know. But that's what I did. I left the audio at 950, and I left the camera alone. That's what I eventually did, you know? So, yeah. Made the adjustments not as linear as it should be. Camera plus 500, mic -60. That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking, honestly. Yeah. You're funny. Why Reef call a Discord different than what my chart says? No idea, man. All right.
because maybe you're not looking at the chart the same way as me. All right.
Let's break down Bitcoin on the weekly.
And let me do what I do best, which is stay focused and, get off of the nonsense here.
But it's not nonsense, it's quality, and I'm all about the quality. It's got to be important to me, so
I don't like the audio being off, but we'll figure it out. Don't worry. This will be just a blip in the radar, one of the 1,000 streams, and we'll be back in action, ready to rock. All right.
Japanese Sammy in the house, right?
Oh, so it's that bad. See, why is it that bad, though? Let me see what it is. What's going on right now? 1, 2, 3. Sync. You guys got to, let me see it now. I got to play it and watch it. This is crazy. Always dealing with something. 1, 2, 3. Sync. Hold on 1 second here. Let me see it now. This is absurd. What are you doing to me now? Now you're playing games. Oh my goodness. On right now. 1, 2, 3. Sync. You guys gotta it's way off. It's like the worst I've ever seen. All right. That's really bad. I thought you guys said it was okay. That's horrible. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Yeah.
Shot 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Shot 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2. That's not bad. That's a lot closer. You guys, whoever was giving me directions here, man. Yeah. I'm doing one more. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Boom. And then what I'm doing is I'm recording these and then watching them myself. Doing one more. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so that was way off compared to what I had earlier. A second ago, we were way better. So this should be it right here at 150. I'm going to be good with this. Okay, bang, 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 sync, bang, bang, bang on sync. Sorry to do this to you guys. I don't think I've ever done with this. Okay, bang, bang, bang. One last time, and then I'm out of here. Come on, man. With this. Okay, bang, 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 sync, bang, bang, bang. That's it. I got it. I'm locked in. I think I could be a little better, but we're good to go now.
Woo, here we go. All right. We can have a show now without you guys calling me Japanese, which is rude too. But I guess that's they're talking about those films. All right. It's just another day in the market, man. The short. Okay, so let's take a look. The weekly. Could we be at weekly resistance? We very well may. Could we spiral all the way back down to the bottom of this trend line? We very well may. Is anyone expecting that? No. Does Bitcoin like to do what people don't expect? Yes. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. So now we're looking at this here. So you could see resistance. This could come all the way back down to about 54,687, right? That's kind of what we're looking at. All right. Dang. Yeah. Dang, I thought I had it perfect too on the sync. No sync. So it's happening during the stream. So I'm going to do one last thing. And just go back to how I've always had it. I don't get it, man. I don't know what's happening, but I don't know what to do. And
it's getting in my head, and it's getting me out of my focus. So just lost 50K on 20X long. Wow, that's crazy. You're a fool, man, for losing $50,000. I have to tell you, like, you know what I mean? You're a complete fool. Yeah. Mike 850 camera negative, right? You're a robot. Moved your body on screen. I know, right? Windows 11 last night. That's what you get, right? You guys said it was great at negative 850. All right, I'm back to negative 850, but who knows? For me, it looks weird, so. Yeah. All right. I just keep doing whatever you guys are telling me to do, and you're saying it's worse and this and that, and I don't know what's going on, so. Yeah, I don't know. And now everyone's like playing with me, so I don't, it's like people aren't being cool, you know? I can't seem to move here. I have autism, like, and I have something wrong with me, and this is getting into my head really bad. And I have 1,000 people telling me different things.
Why are you not?
Because I can't get out of my head when I have new people coming in and bugging out on me. It's getting in my head. I don't like it. I tried, and I have 1,000 people telling me 1,000 things, and no matter what, it's not right. I don't get it anymore. Like, I don't know what's happening. Like, it's not cool. Like, it's enough. I'm at my wit's end. I do everything. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's crazy to me. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know if it's latent. I don't know if it's my camera, because it's on when I record. So I don't know if it's fixable. Like, I don't know if it's when I'm live. Yeah. No one's listening. No one has messaged me since 10:30. You get it? He hasn't messaged me since 10:27. It's 10:41. You get it? You're telling me to listen to someone, like, I haven't, you know? Yeah, like, it's a pain in the butt, man. Anyway, weekly resistance at 60. I don't like, it's bothering me beyond belief, man. It really is. No, I can't. I'm a video audio guy. Like, I did this for a living. Yeah. Someone said audio at negative 950 and camera and that's what I did. And everyone's telling me it's still really far off. I'm at negative 850. I put the camera to 0. You see? But why would I be off by 800 frames or something? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Right. And this is way off, right? Just want to make sure the positive is way off. This is way off. One last thing I'm going to ask. The positive is way off, right? Okay. A negative. This has never happened to me. This is insanity. I've been doing this for 6 years. I've never seen anything like this go on. I'm bugged out right now. It's pissing me off. I'll be honest. All right. All right. All right, I'm going to pray for a second. Dear Lord, help me overcome this technical difficulty in my life. Help me take a deep breath. But this is what makes me such a good trader. I get so intense on something. I get so focused on something until it's fixed, until it's right. And that's who I am, and that's like a part of my personality, and I can't, it's very hard for me to break that habit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is at this point. I did mess with the camera frame rate, which I never did. I did a bunch of things today that I never did before. And I didn't know it was gonna mess with the stream. I did not. I went back to device default on the camera, and we'll go from there. And there's the camera's gone now anyway, right? Now I lost it. Oh, there we are. Bang. I don't know. Anyway. I'm having a very hard time. But like, why is this kid now saying 200 was the best when everybody? Because he's like he's one of the people that follows us all the time. Like, and he paid to do that. He paid to say that. You do see what I'm saying? And this guy says 200 was better. And then he said offset to 450. Whatever you started the camera stream on 825. You know what I mean? I did, and then no one could seem to get perfect. They kept saying it's not right, and I want it perfect. There's got to be a way to get it right. I want it right. Then I might fix it on my thing, because I had it right on my side and they said it wasn't. So now I know when I fix it here, it's not gonna be right. So I gotta fix it live. But it's like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. It's getting close, people keep saying. So like, you know. Yeah. This guy says 200 was perfect, Sammy. I mean, 200 is how I've had it for years, my whole life. Like, I've never had it off from 200. Like, it's always been at 200. That's been the sync offset that we do every time. You know what it was? It's probably the 10-second delay that's bugging me out. And people don't know when I'm at 200. I'm leaving it 200. Negative 200? 200 though. I don't know, man. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. Just like everybody said, I gotta start the show. I gotta see if there's a stream. I'm missing money right now. So the weekly seems not to be able to get above 64,300, right? 64.2. We'll call it. What was the high of this candle right here? This candle opened at like 64,200. So 64.2 is gonna be the area that we need to get back above on the weekly. We want to close above that. All right. All right. So if we can close back above 64,200, we can get a big move to the upside. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we're looking for. All right. Okay, so resistance. Now, can we come all the way back down to this key level here at 57,960? All right. And so if we lose 61.5, so that's gonna be our battle, everyone. That's why there's a lot of orders down there. There's a lot of liquidity there on BOOKMAP. I'm not the only one, right? They're all down here. 61.2, 61.6, 61.5. Look at all that. And they seem to want to take us further to the downside. That's what I'm looking at. Okay. So, yeah. Exactly. So, can this continue further to the downside? All right. Yeah. It's possible. We don't want to close the candle below 61.5. If we close it below 61.5, we're going to have a bit of a problem. Okay? That's the key level that I'm looking for BTC. We take a look at the 3-day chart. The 3-day also had resistance. And then we flip up, the moving average here. And this looks like it's going to come further to the downside too as well. You're away for the 21-day moving average. You double topped for whatever reason here at that $64,200 level. Can't seem to get back above it. All right? And look at our stochastics RSI as well. They're getting a little overbought. MACD, shows a little lack of bullish momentum. And there's a chance here. Let's even this out. Sorry, wrong line. But there's a chance that we do come further down to the bottom of this trend line. Okay? So we're waiting for it. And that would be beautiful. I mean, could you come further down? Let's take a look at our daily. And our daily's in the double bottom, which so far, has been a beautiful, beautiful move here with the bounce off of that $53,000 level. So we've seemed to have found some out of a bottom here. Remember, the measured move for the daily double bottom is the neckline to one of the legs there. And then you bring it up, and it brings us to about $75,800, $76,000 BTC. So this is what we're kind of looking for. It would be nice to get a dump because you can't pump forever. And if we continue to pump into October, there would be a nasty dump coming. I'd like a little pullback here first before the pump. That would be awesome. All right. Shout out to Nick Slidell here. You're good, bro. Lag doesn't matter. We're here for you. It's all good. Thank you. God bless you, man. I'm a human too. I go through ups and downs like every single person in the world. Nothing is perfect. And it just gets in my head here when I don't have things perfect. It just gets in my head. Especially when the stream's been good for a long time. And I seem to have fixed an older issue. And now I got a new issue. It's just insanity. But I'm going to get there. I'm going to get it all right and tight and ready to go. It's just going to take some time. Yeah. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Yeah. We had some camera issues today that are out of sync, so we're just moving forward without it for the moment. All right. The voice is the key here on the show, right? A lot of people listen to this on a podcast, right? So they had no idea what was happening. They were like, what's going on? So to me, it looks like the daily wants to pull back to the 21-day moving average. This is something I've backtested for years on multiple charts on multiple assets. What could happen is we could get an up-trending flag or a sideways trending flag. Either one of these is possible. I call this the twisted sister. It's the shapes I make when I wait for price action to come into my perfect entry, all right? Which is usually low stochastic, touching the 21 inside of a flag ready to rock. That's kind of what I'm looking for here for BTC. Yeah. Is there a customer service number for weeks? It won't let me convert from spot to pro. You don't need a customer service member. I think you just need to you could send us your, tell us, you could email Crypto Lifers and give us your ID and we can send it up the river there. So, you might have gotten a bonus, and that's why you can't move bonuses. There's a chance it's a bonus, and that's what you think you're trying to move. That's possible. Okay. You probably can't take the bonus out of and you can't, once you get it where it's at, it can't leave there. That's how it works. Yeah. So the daily looking like a pullback for me, and I've been saying this now for the last 4 or 5 days. All right, really, since we kind of got to this rejection by the 200 MA. And I don't know what's going to happen. I know nothing but the fact about ignorance. I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. I believe in the long term, Bitcoin will go up in value because they continue to print money. That makes sense to me. And I've been seeing it play out over time, and I've studied history. And throughout history, they've continued to print money. I went back in time here and looked at all these different ideas. And I looked at the fiat currency graveyard throughout history. History will literally teach you where you're going. How do you find out where you're going? Find out where you've been. And this suggests, we've seen all these dollars that were 1 million, 5,000 Brazilian, Argentinian pesos. We have 10 million Nicaraguan. I mean, it goes on, right? And $100 million bill is insanity. $1 trillion bills. And so you have to remember, a well-designed currency is resistant to fiat currency inflation, wealth confiscation, and government manipulation. And that's what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin can transcend borders, sanctions, right? When you have your Bitcoin, it's yours. It's not part of a bigger company or state that could get locked in. You know, no matter what, at the end of the day, a bank, right, can freeze. Look what they did, you know, if things aren't, you know, it just, you're always in the hands of someone bigger than you until you own your own keys. I think that's the key of cryptocurrency at the end of the day. You know, if someone runs your institutions, you're not free. You know, you get it? Like if your money is being held up and those people are connected, you know, like let's just say in the communist states, you know, 50, 60, 100, even 100 years ago, like if they knew you were against the regime and they had access to the bank account, they were emptying it for sure. Like you didn't have a free, you know, and so it's that whole idea is who and who's connected to behind the scenes. And if someone knows someone that doesn't like you, and so cryptocurrency, like keeping some of your net worth in cryptocurrency is against that too. It's a safeguard against social bashing, right? Up against someone basically deciding they could mess with your net worth based on your beliefs, all right, or your kind of what you think, and so, and honestly, I wouldn't put that past what I've been seeing recently around the world. So cryptocurrency, man, that's why they don't like cryptocurrency. A totalitarian government would have such a harder time taking over a group of people with crypto. Think about it. Ask yourself if the asset you're holding or something that you're using is helpful or hurtful to a totalitarian government, whether it would be used or not. I'm not saying, you know what I mean, but would it be useful, right? For instance, would the people being armed be good or bad for a totalitarian government? Ask yourself. You know, it's more likely bad, right? Because every time they go into a house, every time they went somewhere, they could see, you know, some serious objections, right? And then there could actually be some actual movement behind that objection. All right. So whenever I'm looking at something, I ask myself, you know, would it be good or bad for a totalitarian government? So if everyone had access to a centralized banking system and nobody had access to decentralized finance, would that be good or bad for a totalitarian government? And you would have to say, you know what? I believe it's bad. It's not a good thing. Right? So, right. This is still in a bit of a flag here on the 4 hour, and see how it's curving on the stochastics, giving me some hope. But what I do see, and what I'm not a fan of, is this looks a bit like a diamond, doesn't it? And diamonds on forever here in trading. Diamonds like to dump in your face. If they come in from the bottom, they dump out the bottom. This would make sense with the bearish divergence, with the lower high, and with the 21 and the 200 being somewhat far apart here. Again, we could go sideways or slightly down, and we've been hugging 63,000 now for a bit here, and 62.3 is a nice support, but it's what I kind of see when I'm watching the 4 hour for Bitcoin. I see a bit of a diamond forming that could easily dump to the downside as you dumped on it. Does anyone else see the diamond here? Am I the only diamond guy with diamond in my eyes? Who else has diamonds in their eyes over here? Okay. That fiat is troubling and Bitcoin is the place to protect yourself. Amen. That's what Larry Fink said, and he's the king of fiat and finance, and he was saying, hey, this is the place to be, right? Bitcoin, baby, Bitcoin, outside of the general realm of, fiat currency. And, I feel like this was a breakout, fake out, and still inside the bigger flag. Like it broke out. I saw this recently, and it did play out. Same exact scenario here. I omitted the top. A lot of people would have brought that in and said, okay, we're in this tight channel, which still worked, I guess. But it was a very harder, it was a harder pattern for me to hang with. This made more sense, this nice flat top. This nice flat top and the shoulder, head, and right shoulder. And I omitted that push out. Similar situation here that I'm doing. Right, on the 4 hour time frame. And the 4 hour looks interesting. Like we could get a bit of a pump here to the upside. All right. But they got me definitely. I had a very, very small stop. I was in the money for a second. Not too much, though. For a second. it looked like this was a cup and handle. We were above the 200 MA and everything looked okay. Market looked sketchy though. I had to be honest. I didn't give it like a high five. I just took a shot. All right. And again, I lose all the trades I don't make money on the trades I never take. So to make money, so I actually love losing now. Like I really do. Like I embrace it. And you're like, that's so strange. But I'm like, I'm so in love with it because my losses mean that I'm on my way to winning. It means I'm actively trading. If I lost, it means I had the guts to actively trade. And if I have the guts to actively trade, I'm on my way to a win, you know. It's kind of like the traders back in the day. What did a trader do? Sometimes, 100 years ago, you had to take, let's just say wolf, beaver pelts or something across maybe a dangerous forest or a plain. Well, you could get accosted. You could get robbed. Something could happen. Sometimes you did, right? You got robbed on the way, but at least you were willing to do it. And maybe if you kept doing it, eventually you hit a big one. You got a nice fur pelt when they got really low at the right time and the prices went up and you held them and boom, you got a big hit. A couple of those, next thing you know, you raised your living status. You've actually like made a fortune compared to what other people have, and you live differently for the rest of your life. Why? Because you took a shot at the trade. Trading back then is no different than here. It's just digital and screens, but we're still taking a shot. We're still going after something every single day, and the more you activate that muscle to take a shot, the better off you are in general, in my humble opinion, over time. If you're going to be a pro trader, if you're going to take it every single day. All right, we slanging beaver pelts over here all day long, baby. You know how we do. So I'm watching this flag. Bitcoin's still tight, still above the 200 on the 1 hour time frame, which is a bullish sign. I'll become a bear when the 1 hour loses the 200. Fine. This might be a Bart Simpson, and we might dump down. That could happen. The daily doesn't look good for me. So either the daily goes sideways and we get some mini pumps in and out here. All right. And look at that dump there, but we got back above the smooth moving average. This is this white line below. I use the 21, the 200, and the smooth mainly when I'm lev trading. Okay. I back it up with other analysis on the bigger chart. I don't just look at just this stuff, but sometimes I do. And I like to chart it on my trading view and here, relentless. I'm just overboard, as you can see. Yeah. I've been thinking Bart Simpson for the past 2 days now. It does look very Bart Simpson-esque. Like it's going to take a massive move to the downside. The daily does, today could be the day the daily wants to dump us. Remember, that's why I watch the 1 hour. Everyone's always like, but I missed the daily dump. And I'm like, well, then if you saw the daily dumping, you would have blown through this 200 MA on the 1 hour and continue to dump hard. And your target would be somewhere down here, right? What happened to my VIP? I must have, sometimes you delete it accidentally, I guess. They have it as the VPVR here, which is good. Point of control right there too, and you can see, you could fall right back down to the 57.8. That's like the level that's where all that liquidity is. You'd have to break 61.5 weekly support and all that, but I'm just, I want to gear us ready for the hard times if we have them. I don't want to be all about, it's never going to go down. So I want us to be ready for the hard times no matter what. All right. Hi everybody, I'm still here. I really am, and I'm still wearing a suit, but the sync is off, so I'm not showing myself today. In case you were wondering where I am, what's happening, where the lifer is, but I'm here. I'm here in spirit. All right. Been waiting for this dump for a week. Come on already. Yeah, the dump is taking a bit of a long time. If you're in a short, you're sitting there like, wow. You haven't been stopped out, and it's gone sideways. If you're in a long, haven't been stopped out, and it's basically gone sideways. So pretty much the same either way. And that's why I watch the smaller time frames. When the 1 minute lost that 200 MA, that was a quick little short to the downside. And we lost this little pennant that we were kind of forming there. So now here, if you lose 62.5 and retest it, kind of like, see how you're coming here and then you're retesting 63.15? If you do that, that's a very likelihood of a move further to the downside. If you move, So it's really about this trend line. Can this trend line hold? I would watch it on the 15 or the 7. And if you start to see candles closing below this trend line, which happened here on a wick, but we got back above it. So I'm just zooming in for you. So, you know, if this candle keeps coming and you close another big fat candle below, we're likely going to dump today. Very, very likely. Specifically after we just bounced away from it. The likelihood is now we kind of slowly move to the top of the channel. Somehow, some way. As crazy as that sounds, but that's just the likelihood because you've now bounced up the bottom of the channel. And that's pattern trading. Top, bottom, bottom. Come to the top of the channel one more time. Stay in range. All right. So I see it either way yet again. The daily I see bearish though. All right. Or sideways. And the weekly at resistance. Bearish. So we picked up some bearish things today that happened only in the last 12 hours that weren't true 12 hours ago. We hadn't gotten rejected by the 64.2 area yet. We did now. You see what I mean? Like, this is why you have to do technical analysis every day, even every 12 hours, and connect the dots to what you already saw before. You don't want to be lazy. You got to push yourself. And I know it's not easy. And I know it's like, but I already looked at it yesterday, and I think I've done enough. But if you really want to be on point like me, if you want to find the trade, like Sunday night, how did I make $600 in an hour and a half? And I didn't know I was going to. Just paying attention to the charts, right? How did I make $2,000 in a couple hours the other day with Thursday afternoon, right? Just paying attention. You know, I'm always there. And then eventually one of my hits is so good. And I keep protecting, hit a good one. Keep protecting, hit a good one. You see? And it's not easy. And when you find yourself losing a lot, take a break. Say, what's going on here? And see, I'm trading chop and it's been hard, right? The last few months have not been perfect or easy, but if you learn with me every single day, you can find a way. You can find a way. Okay. All right. You would make a beast poker player with that mindset. You got to have that mindset. I played poker for a long time, with family and friends, and I played blackjack at casinos on and off, not a lot. I did like Hold'em and blackjack. Now, if I ever go to a casino, I only play craps. I started playing craps like, I'd say 15 years ago, on and off, and now I try to do a good game of craps, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a year if possible, but it doesn't always happen. And honestly, I'm like 80% on my last 10 runs. I love playing. I just love it. We went over Jasmine yesterday. I would take a look at that at the link because we do a timestamp. Everyone, we timestamp every video. I think people seem to forget this and they don't realize the value in the live stream. So you could miss the live stream. Maybe you had a court date. Maybe you had something going on. You couldn't make it. Like I have jury duty, or they're trying to get me for jury duty soon. And it's just hard. I'm always trying to not ruin the stream. Right. But right here, see 1,600 people watching. God bless you all for doing that. Thank you for the love. But if you hit my stream, like if you hit yesterday's stream and you take a look here, what you'll find is all the links here to what I talked about. And so like yesterday, someone just was like, oh, I want to know about hit Jasmine. And you'll watch the Jasmine update. So I see this doing bigger damage in the long run over time. Headed back to success. I'm in it right now, and that's basically 3x. Right? That was the lag from yesterday, right? Anyway, so I had a great win rate on PokerStars. Funny. Thanks for the heads up. Only my 3rd time watching. Shout out to Michael Scott. God bless you, Michael. Yeah, for some reason, we're just having some weird audio issues. We don't know why. I live stream 1,400 days. So right now, as you can see, the audio is off, so I am out. Someone's like, no, the audio is perfect just there. All right. So the daily looking like it's going to take a tumble down. Resistance by the 200 MA. A nice little head short can be done here with a stop above the 200. Because if we get back above the 200, likely that short's not going to play out. A big pump can come. So the closer we are to the 200, good little head short. So if we do fall down to that 21, which is somewhat likely, we could take some gains off that. I might set up a head short here on weeks in a second. And again, it may not play out. You're actually hoping it won't, but it's there in case you get a dump. Okay. You're funny, Courtney, as well, right? Hey, you never know, though, what would take someone from the screens of the charts. That's what I'm always thinking. Shout out to our channel sponsors, iTrust Capital, Houdini Swap, and Decrypted.tax. iTrust Capital, the best place where you can go to get ready for your retirement for cryptocurrency and gold and silver. I mean, you can't do it any better. No one else does it better. No one else is more regulated, and no one else is more just, done correctly and professionally than iTrust Capital. You gotta love them. Thank you so much for the sponsorship. And Houdini Swap, you could go from any chain. What if you wanted to go to Sui? Sui's hot right now, and you had some Sui left over, big pump, and then you saw a meme on the Solana. You could go from Sui to Sol. What if you saw a meme on Blast? Right? I'm pretty sure, yeah, you could go from Sui to Blast. You can't do this anywhere else. I mean, 4,000 tokens on the way to $700 million in swap volume. You can also do it privately. It's absolutely amazing. The only reason I don't do it live in front of you is because I don't want you seeing my addresses. You know what I mean? Because you would see my entire address, which is kind of like, but Houdini Swap is the easiest and best way. And when the market's ripping, Houdini Swap, man, I mean, it's awesome. $5-minute could come back above the 200 MA. Do we scalp a hot long on that 5-minute? Let's take a look here. What's happening on the 5-minute for Bitcoin? So one of my go-to simple scalps, which is so simple and strange, is the scalp when we break the 200 MA here on the 5-minute. Specifically, I've been using the 5-minute more than the 1-minute when the market's more choppy, because the 1 minute can be in and out just in times, and not all the time. It's a good signal, but it could be in and out. Like if we're in like we've been in some chop recently. Let's be honest. We just dumped down to 62.7, back up to 60. We're just chopping around here. That's why I haven't taken the market seriously recently. I really haven't. Price action as rabies. Be careful. Yeah, I haven't taken the market seriously. Like, you're not seeing. We live streamed yesterday and I scalped because I saw something worth taking a shot at, but this could be a bear flag. So what I believe I'm going to do is I'm going to head on over to my Weeks account. And Weeks is where I'm going to be hedging my short bet for Bitcoin on the daily, right? So again, I would love us to rip. I'd like us to go sideways, and there's a chance we do. Well, look, I'm right on the 200 MA, and I'm away for the 21. I've backtested this many times, and many times it's played out. So even if I lose this trade, see, once you have logical reasons why you take the trade and then you lose it, it's okay. It's kind of like in poker when you should take the hit and you do, but you don't get the face, and then you get the face card and you bust, but you knew you had to take the hit because the odds were, right? Or how about when you're not supposed to take the hit and you pass, but the dealer still hits 21? You see? But you lose and you go, but I did the right thing. Now, if you take the hit and then you lose and everyone at the table looks at you like a clown. I don't know if you've ever been new at blackjack, but I've been at a blackjack table when I've been pretty new and I didn't do what I was supposed to do. Now, one time I hit 21 in front of everyone when I took the hit and everyone looked at me like, why are you hitting? And I hit 21 and I was like, leave me alone. I got this, right? But then they didn't like it because it rewards bad behavior, you see? So, and why are we talking about this? Well, it's about following your rules, So if you follow your rules and you lose a trade, it shouldn't feel that bad, okay? Because you did what you were supposed to do. Understood? And that's the key, all right? So the stop loss could take you to 56,224. I probably wouldn't wait till we get that low. And chance we only get down to and I don't like to trade too much. Why? Because realistically, it looks like we could get to 60,003. And even with a very tight stop, the risk reward ratios has to be we have to go pretty far to get a deep risk reward ratio. It's just not my favorite idea here. All right. Can't read their facial emotions. Yeah. You got to play poker in real life. Oh, it pisses people off so bad when you do that. Like older people who play blackjack all the time and you take the hit. They're like, they'll snicker. People will shake their head at you. You know, they'll stir their coffee and mutter and be like, look at this clown. Like, what is he doing this for? It's so funny, man. Probably the funniest thing you could ever do is just like be outlandishly, ridiculously wrong at the at the table, you know. So I got the short going and I'm in the long. It happens when you're conversationally speaking with people you love over here, but make sure you pay attention, all right? So the stop loss over here, 60. Let's see if we can get a little like, oh, we can get neater. 64,475. And I just set that 100 for 600. We get the dump. I make a nice 600. And I probably could add, and I'll be scalping the other way. You see? So that's a short scalp that we're going to leave there kind of in waiting. All right? And we're in that trade now. And if we rip, we rip. I'll lose $100, so be it. But if we dump, I can even add to it. I can turn it into a 12, maybe a $2,000 win, $1,200 to $2,000 win, depending, but at least $600, right? And maybe we only get maybe we only get 300. Who knows what happens? But I'm setting my head short up in case something brews here. It looks to me like we're either going sideways or to the downside. I could be wrong, but I'm taking my own advice. Many times I've seen this. I haven't taken my own advice, and I've watched the dump right in front of me, and I've been like, but I was, you know. So at Vegas, they don't care. I don't like it. I play my style. Oh, you do? You're one of those. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get that guy right out of here. No idea what he's doing over here. He's messing up the entire stream. So there's my head short on the bigger time frame. And again, that's going to sit there. I'm a long short. It's not what I think of as happening on the smaller or shorter time frame. You get it? Now here, look. Here's another scalp short here. This is like the, you know, the other one's just going to sit there. It's not really, you know, my quote unquote day trade. But this, you know, oversold stochastics. And again, we flip the 200 out long. We stay below the 200, bear flag to the downside. And you'd be like, how could I be? I've been playing, you know, it's crazy. On the macro, I'll tell you, you know, I have a pretty good percentage of where the price is going to go. But the older I got and the more experience I got at trading, the more I don't like even saying where it's going. I just like being able to take the trade. And everyone's like, huh? You don't have to know where price is going to make money on price action. You just have to know how to make money right before. You just have to know where it's going to go right before it goes there. As funny as that sounds, it's the truth. You see? 62,332. What I've been known to do is duplicate this and set up both trades. All right, as crazy as it sounds. All right. So I shoot the long barrel here. So if it ever were to pop, okay, and the long decides to make that move, we go to 63,979. Stop would be at, it's this one there, 63,203, right? Now what I am is I'm poised for each position. If we get rejected by the 200, I can short. If I get a nice candle close above it, I can long. You see? It's like schlonging without schlonging. It's just taking what's, it's more precisely schlonging, you know, but I'm not going to schlong. I'm just going to take whatever one gives me the probability at the precise moment in time. All right. You call that a pamp? 200 to 247 in 5 minutes? You call that a pamp? Shout out to Fidel R. Escobar in the house. What's pamping that, Fidel? Because I don't think you're talking about Bitcoin, but maybe. Sammy Bear and Flaggy. Smash the like. The trend right now is to the downside because you're below the 200 MA on the 5.
And if the trend continues, you will continue further down. You know? Shout out to everyone that helped me get through that tough time of the live today. I had a breakdown, a mental breakdown, and I almost collapsed. I'm new to trading. I just found out. What's it, the 510? What does that mean? Is it bad? You're funny. I think you're joking. Like, I'm not going to listen to this. But I wouldn't leverage trade, man, if you didn't know what you're doing. I would demo trade for a long time, at least like a few months. I think demo trading is something you should be doing for 5 to 6 months. I know it's horrible to say. Again, you might miss the entire bull run at that point. But that's why it's good to get started. Get yourself into a trading group today. Start doing the system. Start listening. I teach class at the last Saturday of this month. Jump on in today and find this class. All right. It'll blow your mind. $150. Hit the QR code and the link below to jump on into class. Stop playing yourself. You need education before you jump on into this market, and the education will change your life. Okay. Well, let's go. I just joined. God bless you. Never a breakdown, always a breakthrough. Amen. I love that. Yes, every time you hit a roadblock or an obstacle, it just means you're going to make something better. Like, I'm going to find the perfect sync and it's going to be the best stream ever. Like, I'm just excited for what we're going to fix. I don't look at the fear. I look at where we're going into the future. And I'm telling you, every roadblock I've ever hit has been something good to me. So now I'm like, okay, this sync issue is going to be fixed. We're going to solve it. We're going to have a blast. All right. Can you please check and confirm once the 5 and the 15-minute both are at the 200 MA resistance for Bitcoin? Yeah. What I do want to see is, if I can leave the camera on for a second, what I want to take away is that lag that was on my face when I was doing the camera. When I was doing, whenever I was doing, a screenshot, the camera seemed to be lagging. Not lagging, but there would be like pixelation on my face whenever I was moving around. All right. I just want to see if I've gotten rid of the, because I believed I did, but then, I watched your stream for a year and I've learned so much. Thank you. Shout out to Matthew Zombo. We love you. You bump so much. You're one of us and we're one of you. God bless you, Marcelo Marchis, man. Yeah. I'm not looking for lag though. I just want to see if there's like artifact on the face. That's what I'm looking for. I'll come back to this later on. Sean, if you could, timestamp artifact. Facial artifact. Yeah. All right. Every day God breathes us air into us so they wake up and we have the best probability to thrive. Love is love. Gee, thank you. Yeah. Zero artifact. So that's at least fixed. Exactly. 15 minute stochastics against us for a huge pump of the 1 minute. Yeah. Yes. The 2-week green dot will hold us in this range and prepare us for a huge pump to the upside. Yeah. So can we break this 200 MA here? And look, I mean, it's sideways price action. It's not easy to trade when the price action is just are making quick little moves in the smaller time frames. That's tough. So you don't see me opening up trades because we're in chop, everybody. Okay. Yeah. Long it, dude. So yeah, now we fixed the artifacting, Jamie, which is crazy. To find a lag. Interesting. Audio output mode. Yeah, nothing. Interesting. Weird.
want to see now is this is kind of crazy. Am I in sync now? This is weird. Do you see any? Am I in sync now? I'm trying to do something. One last thing I'm trying to do. Weird. Probably not. Someone's like close. No. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna go there right now. All right, I don't know. We'll get back to it. I got the compressor back on there too. There we go. Some better audio. But anyway, we'll see. Craziness. All right. We'll figure it out one day. One day we'll get to the end. I always thought it was supposed to be just there. Or maybe it was, yeah, it was 200. This is how I always had it. Oh wow, like there's this, yeah. See, when I just found out, I have another way of doing it now, which is crazy. Looks like the short's gonna come into play here, rejected by the 200 MA. I'm gonna flip over to the short. All right. But I just saw something else. I saw like, aha. There's like, you can sync offset the face cam audio. Ah, that's what I was, so it would never have going to affect the camera anyway. It was this, I think. This might be it. I don't know. Am I close? I don't know. I thought I might have got figured something different, but I maybe not. That's the vision, right? Do a stream tonight. Yeah. That's a good idea. He's like miles off. All right. 3 seconds off. 3 seconds is a lot. All right, I'll do this at home. But I saw a different way to do it, which I'd never seen before. So, yeah. So look, we're looking at this trade now. I want to see if we can break the 200 MA. That's the key level that I'm looking for. All right. If we can break back above the 200 MA, that's the key level that I want to see. All right. And we're back. No, you guys are funny, man. Well, now it's doing that stuff. That's interesting. So there's that short damn on the five starting to play out with the resistance of the 200 MA. And I would have flipped short at that moment, resistance there, and then we flip short, right? Where's my short window? There it is right there. I mean, that looks like we could get busy right now. So let's see here. I'm on open. You can't win both the trades, so take profit would be, yeah, that's got to be 63,343. About to say you ain't making no sense there. Oh, no, but that's, sorry. I don't short enough, so it's like, and we've been longing a lot. 62,332. Risking 100 for 300 bucks, right? 117 for 396. I'm a little late on the short, but the stochastics tell me more pain, more gain. Okay. So I am in the short, and I kind of bought the breakout, which I usually don't like to do. I like to get in at the resistance. But what I like is the stop is on the other side of the 200 MA, right? So if we come back for the 200 MA, I'm covered. But if we're likely to stay below this and print, I mean, the stochastics are pointing in my favor. Everything's looking down. I see a short here coming to the downside, and I could be wrong. You know, maybe they make a shoulder ahead and a right shoulder, and I get obliterated. Anything could happen here, all right? Yeah. Super chats, Fractal, Bitcoin, and Kadena. Given all the technical difficulties, you've done amazing being able to keep focus. I appreciate you saying that. I thought I could have done way better, but I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I like to trade. So trading is the number one thing to me, no matter what's happening. I got to stay focused on the trade. All right. There's nothing else that really matters. So there you go. Inverted head and shoulder, maybe. Yeah. Little dog with hat jumping along the trail. You're funny. Stochastics on the 5-minute say we're coming down, down, down. And we're going to take a move down. Let's see what's happening here. 12 bucks. 14 bucks. No. This is a very high risk trade. The market's been unforgiving the last couple of days for scalping. Look, even that 200 just been quick. Like, you know, quick. I mean, that move was pretty good above the 200 there. That wasn't bad. And that short was okay, but it was pretty sketchy throughout the night. You've had a lot of guts to make a trade out here, right? A lot of chop. I don't understand why it's just been like, you know. Let's take a look at that fear and greed index on the bigger time frame and see what's happening. And I'm going to continue to DCA here. We're at 54. I like to DCA when we're very, very low. But again, we're at 54. We're in the middle. Some alts are high, some alts are low. They've been kind of battling it out. And so I like to look at the spot here on my favorite exchange in the game, MEXC. MEXC is the place to be, man. It has the lowest fees of any exchange that you could see. There's nothing better than MEXC in my humble opinion. But again, you do whatever makes you happy. All right. If it's available where you're at, MEXC is awesome. If not, I would head on over to Weeks. Weeks is like your second best. All right. They're both the lowest, basically charging exchanges in the game. So I like Ondo. I keep buying Ondo, but I want to put the 6K somewhere. I don't know, man. I just got this vibe, this feeling, right? I like ATH. I like Tau, BitTensor. I think it'll do well almost any one of those. Render is doing well. Sui. I almost want to add to the Sui bag. It's at $8,000, but Sui's pretty high right now. AI Tech is something that I already added to. Arkham's something I already added to. Render, I started a big old bag of, you know, and I could add it. I'm thinking of adding it to Rio on the low here. RIO. So let's take a look at why I like RIO. And Reef, if Bitcoin can stay more sideways and okay, Reef looks like it's going to pump, but you never know. But the probability starts to look okay. Let's take a look at Relio here on MEXC. Relio. Wow, recently had a nice pump to the upside. RWA, right? From 85 all the way back to 126 at one point. So wow, RWA really bouncing. And I talked about all these being in their sweet spots at their 786 levels. I went over this to the trading group, say these are coins that I like to, and wow, that's headed, and again, tight moving averages headed up to the daily 200 MA. You're looking for that pullback to the 21-day moving average. You're looking for the stochastics to reset. That's what I'm saying here, like the whole market. So it's telling me to kind of, I'm in waiting here for these perfect, these better prices. All right. Short looks like it's highly likely going to play out, but you never know here. Sitting here, price action just refuses to move. You can see 5-minute candles barely make any price movement. We're just kind of sideways. It's been tough. That was tough. This was sideways nonsense. This was all sideways on the 5. I mean, it's been just a boring, choppy price action. Let's be honest. I say that, and then I maybe $600 on Sunday night. It wasn't too boring, right? So it took me like some time to calm down. Whenever I hit a gain that I didn't expect, I'm pretty hyped about it. And I think about it. I mean, you're a multimillionaire. If you were a multimillionaire, you made $600 a day doing something. I mean, that's $3,000 a week, right? Or let's say 600 times 4,200 a week. That's 160,000 a month. I guess it's like, no, I'm sorry. That's 16,000 a month, right? 160 grand a year. I guess it's not amazing, but it would bring in extra money. And if you could put that into something and 10x it in 4 to 5 years, that's 1.6 mil. So for me, I'm all about 600 a day, 700 a day. And so that's kind of like, I go for between, I'd like to make $600 a day. That's kind of my favorite place to be. If I can make $2,000 that day, great. If I make 400 that day, if I lose $100, but I don't, my biggest losses of the day, I try to $100, $200. Very rare that I'm walking away with a loss over $200 to $300. You know what I mean? It happens, of course, but I keep the losses at a minimal. See, what people don't realize in trading, and what's different in everything else that you kind of take a shot at, is you can control what you're going to lose. So you can say, you know what, at the end of the week, I'm only going to be down $600. And you can say, how? Well, because I'm not going to get emotional. I'm not going to get wrapped up. And I can make 6 trades that I could lose $600. If I lose 6 straight, I'll lose $600. Right? So be it. But if I don't, and I win 3 and 4, maybe, but the most I can lose is $600. And so it boggles my mind in trading, because the one thing you can control is what you can lose. That's like the one thing that you can control is what you can lose. I guess, yeah, target's even further down there, but 62.3. Let's go back to BookMap. Link to BookMap in the description. I do get a nice commission if you sign up to BookMap, so I'd greatly appreciate that. If you like it, you want it in your house, show it off to your friends. It's kind of cool to have, man. And you get 61,005, all this liquidity all the way down to these key areas that I keep showing you, 62,000. And it's closer in red and more. So the closest area with the most is down here. It suggests that we do go further to the downside here for Bitcoin. And I emptied the dishwasher for my wife this morning. I usually don't. I usually am so busy in the charts. But this morning, I took a moment and said, she'll be busy. She'll remember that I did this. And I'm not saying I don't empty the dishwasher. I just usually do it like at night or other times. It's very rare for me to like see it while I'm doing like my morning, because my morning update's really just what I'm doing here. Yeah. Weeks will work anywhere. There's no KYC. Amen. Yeah, exactly. 100%. So I did enter a short in front of everybody here, a little late into it when the candle started to dump, but so far so good. We're up a little bit there, $12, not amazing, but so far. And I'd like to see if we can take it down to about 62.5, 62.3. BookMap does have the liquidity to the downside. The daily doesn't look amazing. It took me a while to kind of get my focus here, but we did find a possible short to the downside, and so far things are going well. Maybe it's the cup and handy to the upside. We'll see how these stochastics reset, but they've been slowly resetting with more and more downward momentum. And once you break 63,000, the pain can come, right? So there we go. You're printing now with me if you're in the short. A lot of people are more risky than me, so most people are making more money than me. But that's okay. Over time, they lose their, usually lose it all. and I'm still here with my small gains over time adding up. So I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm here to just to make sure my account is moving up every single day. That's the most important thing. Or at the end of the month, maybe not every day, but at the end of the month, I want to make sure that I have a positive P&L, no matter what the market did, shorted or long, right? If you took the short with me, you're in the money now, though, nicely. And we can start thinking of possibly bringing that stop loss. What's cool, look how you can swing the stop loss. So you can just put, I shaved it a little bit, not a lot. And it said stop loss updated successfully. You see that? And there we go for the dumpage there. And can we get that long squeeze now? Starting to get the long squeeze. A long squeeze is when you long in between bigger liquidity, like with people with way more money than you. And bang, 333 in the short. Shout out to my man. Appreciate you. And look at that thing going down now. Nasty red candle to the downside. That is beautiful. It only took 2 to 3 minutes. You do that 10 times a day. That's $600 a day. I just moved my stop loss to break even. I don't like losing money, you see? So whatever they do to me, if they flip it back to the upside and then dump it, I don't care. I like taking shots and not losing at most of the shots or only paying small fees. So this would be great if I get stopped out here. If not, I'll take whatever they give me. Humble trading. It's called humble trading. It's called being free. It's called not being greedy. It's called letting it go, And remember that bigger short that we entered should be okay now too. On beautiful weeks. Up 5% already, starting to print a little bit. We didn't expect much out of that one. That's a long-term hedge to hold there. So, they may bring this puppy back up. Let's see. They're going to fight it on the wick here. Up 28 beaneries. And they're going to cut that in half in a second. Looks like I may just get stopped out at break evens. I got into this a little late. You want to really getting in pretty close to the 200 MA when you pull off these trades. So that's why I'm like being a little more humble with the move, because I'm like, I got to be honest with myself. Had I executed perfectly, then I could have continued to be in the trade. But it's all about risk, man. It's all about risk. And who knows what will happen. I could still win this puppy in flying colors and take home $300. We'll see where this goes. But what I am doing is making sure that I don't lose. Or if I lose, the loss is $8, $5, $6, $10, $20. Small fees, not a lot, To me, this is a bear flag with rejection of the 200 MA. There was also some bearish rejections on the 1 minute that we were seeing that made sense that we were going to drop. But you never know. I mean, the probability was to the downside. We'll find out what happens here. Could be the shoulder, the head, and this little right shoulder. Could be this cup with this handle. Starting to get a little bend there in the stochastics. 63 seems to be fighting off the bears here. But every time you lose 63, they want to bring us down to 61.5. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a pretty nasty daily dump today. That Bart Simpson plays out and we get the dump to the downside. Yeah, don't keep any money on an exchange long term. Always have a hardware wallet, my friends, and make sure that, not your keys, not your crypto. Really believe that. Don't just say it. Live and believe by that. Super important, right? And make sure you demo trade first. Please, please, please demo trade. Like, at least know how to use the buttons. Understand the difference between a long and a short and in a fast manner. I'm sitting here on the 5 minute. These are small time frames. It's moving slow today, but a lot of people, their emotions get the better of them. They can't handle this. So make sure you know what you're doing before you start, and you can figure that out by demo trading. Okay? And you don't have to push yourself, and it can happen pretty organically. And how about that compressor, man, that I forgot? I didn't realize it was off here. Must have somehow got turned off maybe during the move or something. So I checked the audio settings. We got the compressor moving. Okay, so I'm actually really excited, even though we had that little audio blip. There's something really positive about today. Number one, You guys were really awesome no matter what. And it shows I have a great community of people that love me and respect me. You know, you could have laughed, you could have made fun, you could have been like, what is this? But you didn't, and you stuck through. And so I really, really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. And so it just reminded me of how strong and beautiful my community is, number one. Number two, no matter what happens, we're still able to get more views than most channels that have it all perfectly running. So it shows it's really, you know, you want to have it nice, but it's really about the content and the energy and who you are. And I think I've created something really special. So that's me. So today was really, really a blessing in my mind. It showed me a lot already. It showed me a lot. And so I just want to say thank you to everybody here. And from the bottom of my heart, really, I appreciate each and every one of you, man. You're awesome. Shout out to Deathwish Gaming. Shout out to Food for Bitcoin. Shout out to Daniel Bovin. Shout out to George. Let's Be Epic, Lemon Graphics, Kick Drum, and all the awesome people here. Crypto Story, Win Chan, Mike Robinson, and all the really nice, beautiful people here on the live that really contribute to this stream, make it amazing, and put their best energy forward every single day. Bit of a cup and handle here. We could flip the 200 MA. I'm telling you, man, I'm seeing chop all over the board. Even when I see chop, it is what it is. That's what it is. A guy that has years of data, years of analysis, and still sees it either way and is having, you know. And I guard. In markets like this, I'll take $50. You know, almost, you know, $50 might have been a smart move. We'll see, right? We out here, baby. Thank you for the most valuable asset, your time. Let's take a look at the super chats and see what's happening here on the fan funding. If you gave today, we really appreciate that. You could tell I needed it. But let's take a look at light music. And wow, we got $47 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. Hey, Sam, just wanted to let you know that there is for sure an audio delay. Can you please look at Fractal Bitcoin? Shout out to light music. Good morning. Can you check out Kadena, please? Did y'all know Stuart Hayward, which co-created the blockchain and Satoshi most cited author in Bitcoin white paper, is on the Kadena team? Thoughts on that? No, but that's a big deal. I think that's cool. Hey, Sam, put the mic at -50 in the, you're funny. Thank you, David Bovin. Audio 850 naked, cam to 0. Trust me. Back in those. We can handle the show with no camera, then working out after, sir. Thank you, Brave Psalm Records, telling me what to do. I got to listen to my godfather. 200 was perfect. All good, Sammy. Wifey is always right. Thank you. Hope you're good. Life doesn't matter. We're here for you. God bless you. And do you still have the 4-year cycle? I still believe in the Q. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I do. I still believe in the 4-year cycle, 100%. So someone asked about Kadena and Fractal Bitcoin. And you can see I did get taken out of that short for basically, looks like a $6 loss or something like that. Bit of an inverted head and shoulder there, cup and handle. Again, though, me no long below the 200 MAs. We break those, I may be enticed. I mean, you got a higher low now. Gives me a little more oomph. Another good thing is, like, you know, whenever you're about to enter a new trade, if you are or not, you know, you want to kind of just clean things up and start fresh again. For me, that's so important. I mean, that's the cup and handle. Again, I don't chase till you break the 200. I've learned my lesson. You know how many times I chased right now? I got in and was like, yeah, flag, everything looks great. And we got rejected by the 200 and I was like, and I didn't really understand what was happening. Like, it happened right in front of me, but I didn't get it. I didn't understand the power of the 200 yet. You got to understand that power. And again, look, I'm just looking to see if I can play it this way. I probably won't take it to 64.8. I might just take a scalp in 2 minutes. But it sets up the trade parameters for me to take the trade. I believe that it's a safe trade. I believe it has the je ne sais quoi, right? So right now, that's basically a 100, you know, for 950, right? Obviously, the price action's a little lower. That would be if I took the really, really risky trade right now and I front ran the cross of the 200. I've done that a couple times. You know, only once out of like 4 or 5 times have I hit the trade, so I don't do that anymore. All right. Sam, can you look at True USDD? Yeah, isn't that TrueFi, I believe, right? True USD. All right. Which is TrueFi there on crypto.com. It's on Kraken. I see it there on MEXC. Is that TrueFi token? Right? You wanted True USD though. Okay. On Coinbase. All right. Ooh, man, it looks a lot like Sui did right before Sui broke out. Sui had the shoulder, had right shoulder. Let me show you what's happening here. Price action really just hovering at 63,000 the entire day here. Wow, Sui's got legs on that 4-hour time frame. I'll tell you what. The daily, the bigger time frames say a pullback, but Sui, I mean, at 4 hours in a flag, and wow, it's back to like the high again. I didn't sell it. I didn't sell a penny of it. I wonder if it just rips. New target is 216. Anyway, let me show you what I'm here to show you. Take this bars pattern here and we'll grab a piece of Sui. We'll copy that. We'll head back over to True, right? Just bear with me a second if you can. You might already start to see what I'm doing here. But I'm starting to see this flag out here. And I'm just starting, you know, they're not going to be perfect, obviously. But this kind of movement here, this, you know, you have the first one, the second one, you get it? And then the flag, boom. And the daily resetting with the tight moving averages, right? So yeah, I like what you're putting down here. So first thing we're going to do is get rid of all the moving averages. We're going to look at it on like the 3-day chart. Okay, and we're going to take a look at where we're at. We can see like we had a beautiful pump in the middle, came back down. We had this cup and handle, look, cup handle to the upside, retest, pump again, and then we came back down. When was our last big pump? June of 2024. So we were pumping into the summer, and this was pumping even a little later than most coins, and then had a later pullback. I can almost say this is the big cup. That's a handle. So you got this like bigger idea, and I feel like it broke out of this falling wedge. So that's the first thing. The second thing I want to discuss is this, you know, resistance. And it seems to be holding above that level. It even wicked off of it. So 9 cents is showing signs of support here. Moving averages are getting tight in the 3-day, and you're above the 200 MA. The Stokes are a little high, but you know, it's okay for now. Daily seems to reset and bounce. So like the daily is hugging this trend line. Yeah, I see it as a breakout. Hold up. You know, you'll play with price action enough, eventually you'll see it. So it broke out this flag. It's pretty close to the 21 on the daily. Good sign that it continue and not a lot is going to be painful. So then I would watch the 4-hour or the 1-hour flag. I see this thing breaking out. If anything could be scalped today or the next few days, it looks like this can. This is on MEXC. It's on Kraken. I believe it's on Coinbase too as well here. It's for USDT on MEXC, but the chart will look basically the same. You know, if Bitcoin plays ball, I don't see how this doesn't pump, because it took so long to consolidate and they got back above the 200 MA. It's a very strong signal, and there's point of controls here too as well. I'd watched True USDT for 17.77% gains to the target at 1208. And again, if you're not able to watch the stream, we post this stuff to the stream so you can figure it out. All right, so I like this. A couple other altcoins that I've been posting in the trading group the last few days. USDT pair on Maxi. All right. And that's going to be TrueFi. Again, what is that? DeFi. What has been pumping? AAVE, right? You think AVAX would start coming up soon. Anything with a good, strong ecosystem. Where is Adam? Hello, Adam, are you there? Adam, are you there? Again, you know, the coin Adam, not someone named Adam, but Adam, what are you doing? Adam has disappeared into the wayside for whatever reason. A bit odd, if you ask me, when it comes to Adam. All right. There's a flag there on AAVE too as well. The 4-hour time frame in the rising wedge. Can it come back down and get the bounce to the upside here? And this is what we're looking at. I'm looking for AAVE not to lose that 21 and get the bounce. Continue to 197, 200. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. I'd watch AAVE. It's on a been on a tear. I'd watch this flag for AAVE. As simple and as pragmatic as that is, I would watch it. All right. Shout out to Decrypted.tax, the best place to do your taxes. The guy's got a Bored Ape. You know he's going to do your taxes better than anybody else. So find out more at Decrypted.tax. Schedule a free consultation at Decrypted.tax. Okay. Bang, what a day, man. What a day. All right. So the 5-minute did get a little bit of a pump there, but lackluster. Okay. Let's go back to BTC. So Bitcoin, shoulder, head, right shoulder. Can we break the 5-minute 200 MA? And look how slow price action's been moving. It's almost like so much got taken out of their sales during the Fed week and all that. I guess it really just rocked a lot of people. It's going to take them a couple weeks to get back to the market. They thought they knew it was going to happen or something. I don't know. I don't know why people do that. Again, I'm watching this in the 1 hour like I showed you earlier, just watching the flag. I want to make sure that we maintain this trend line. And it could easily Bart Simpson to the downside, like the daily suggests, but there's a chance that we kind of curve early on the daily and we stay hot. So I'll be babying this. I got the hedge on the short in case, right? Somebody said LAI is waking up. All the AI coins are starting to do some damage. Layer AI here on MEXC. Yeah, and it got above the 200 MA on the bigger, on a bigger time frame and boomed up pretty nicely. And it's going to take its time. It blew through that Fibonacci level and went all the way to the bottom. But a giant double bottom on Layer AI. And you guys know I own this coin and hold it, so we'll see what happens to Layer AI. If it can come back down. I see it just making that flag and then continuing to the upside. It's starting to, it formed an uptrend. You want to find coins that are in an uptrend by breaking above their 200 MAs, getting golden crosses. All this is a bullish sign. I'd put an alert on this, and I do hold this long term, but it even looks like a good scalp. Opportunities are coming for scalps for Bitcoin and altcoins. Heck, I scalped Sui, not scalp, but swing trades. I basically made what I was going to be a swing trade for Sui, but now that thing is plowing ahead. I'm staying in that trade for now. Sui, man. But it's fast and it's efficient. That's what's key. Nothing else really matters to me. So I set alerts on it. And I always say that. Setting alerts is so key. Alerts all over the market so you can figure out what's happening. Okay. Waking up to gains, baby. Gains, baby, gains. Wow. Amazing. Scalp mine and allow it to tank. Amen. Back to 63. Just sitting there. If you cross the 200, yes. If not, no. Double top. The daily says no way. So even if I'm just when I scalp these small time frames, it doesn't mean I believe we're going to pump for the day. That's another thing too. People, I don't think they misconstrue some of the things I'm doing. Like I may be scalping long and I may be short on the bigger time frame, but just taking advantage of what I'm seeing right now at the moment. So whatever the market gives me, that's what I take. I don't try to reinvent the wheel or push it to a different level. Okay. All right, now it's towards the end of the stream. I guess we could play with the sync a bit or figure out why. All right. The first thing we can do is look at the camera properties. Resolution type could be custom or device default. I thought it'd be good to go 720 to make it smaller, but I went custom to 1920. Frame rate, I said match the output frame rate. I figured because why not, right? Why do a different frame rate? Video format, I put any, colors place default, and it says buffering auto detect. What does buffering mean? Enable buffering? Once I enable buffering, like, does it do anything? You know? So I'm just gonna work on sync for a second here while we're all here. Yeah, that was it. Oh, that's weird. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to be moving this around. Hold on. I mean, that looks right. That's how you want it to look, technically, right? Price action is flat, doing nothing. 63,165, so it's like whatever's. All right, so I changed the frame rate, and that changed the offset. Oh, hold up, I'm too big. There we go. All right, and I usually stand right about here. All right. See if we can do this. Let me slide into the DMs. All right, we'll do it in private. I just feel like it gotta be so close, you know? All right, I'll send you like a private stream. Everybody, I love you. I'm gonna jump on out and fix the sync issue. It's bugging me out, so it's the one thing I'm gonna be taking care of right now, right away. So once I get that figured out, I'll be moving on. All right. Yeah. It is bad. Yeah. Anyway, I love you all. I will see you tomorrow. God bless you all. We'll take a look at Fractal. And the other thing was just asking. He asked about Kadeen. I don't think he said, do you know this person is connected? Fractal Bitcoin got that nice run up to the upside, but then it kind of, wow. The thing got sold off so fast. I don't know if they had an issue. Yikes. I put out that scalp that day, but I haven't touched it long term. Dang, Fractal Bitcoin, man. And I got it on CoinEx just because, so we had it in this flag. The flag break out. It went all the way back to zero. Like, so I don't know what happened, if they got hacked or if something happened. I would look into the news there. But that looks like complete trash now. I have to be honest. So I'm glad I don't hold any of it. It looked promising to me when I first learned about it, but I had to do my due diligence. It still might be amazing. This could just be price action, but Anyway, I got to run. I got to fix this issue. I love you all. I'll see you all tomorrow, maybe even tonight, and we'll make it happen. Yeah, there was a hacker bug, something. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Ruin the price action. Anyway, I love you all. God bless you all. I'll see you tomorrow.